Okay, y'all, what's going on? I just wanted to come talk to you guys really quickly because we all know this craziness that happened this past weekend with Chrisean at the Tamar Braxton show, where it ended in turmoil, where Chrisean did what she always does, which is she assaulted somebody. Are we surprised? No. Um, but what I wanted to say is, really quickly, we're going to say, we'll talk about, the specifics, which is Tamar, which we know you either love her or hate her. I actually really like Tamar. She's hilarious. I love Toni Braxton's one of my favorite singers. Tamar has an amazing voice. I love the Braxton family values, all of that. And you can't deny her talent. She had a show. And James Wright Chanel, who has been a part of her camp for a very long time, we know him because he became famous with patty pies, all of that. I want to say that was either 2014 or 13, where he did the video, with the patty pies, where he ate it, and then his commentary and reaction was hilarious. We've loved him since. He's a part of Tamar's camp. He either does her hair or makeup, I'm not sure. But what I will say is, I've watched James Wright Chanel over the years. He seems lovely. He seems very, very nice. And we know he is one of Tamar Braxton's best friends. Well, Tamar invited Chrisean, the beast, the maniac, the all of the things rock, to her show. And she assaulted James Wright Chanel, who is very lovely, very nice. I'm going to just say this. Tamar, this is your fault. Okay? Now, Tamar just released a statement on her Instagram where she said, "Oh, I had good intentions." And, Tamar and her family, they are from the DMV area. I don't know. I'm confusion. They're not from DC. They're not from Baltimore. I don't know if they're from Owings Mills or, where they're from. If they're from somewhere in the DMV area in between DC and Maryland. But being that Chrisean is from Baltimore, Tamar is saying she feels like Chrisean's her little sister. She knows Chrisean has a bad reputation, and she can resonate and relate to her because we know that Tamar's reputation is also in the garbage. Whether you like her or love her, Tamar has been involved in all kinds of controversy. She stays in stuff, and so she feels that she is kindred spirits with Chrisean. Okay. That is why she said, "Oh, I just want to take her under my wing." And she invited her to her concert. Tamar, boo-boo, you are very bright. A zebra does not change their stripes. All of the things, all of the sayings. Chrisean is an absolute maniac who needs to be stopped. She is a terrible person. I don't care what you say about her. I don't care how much you say you feel bad for her. Tamar, you knew better. You should have known better than I would not invite Chrisean to... Chrisean couldn't tie my shoes. I would never invite this woman to anything, let alone a concert where my fans have come and paid money. Tamar, this is your fault. This is 100% your fault. What did you expect her to do? You invited this woman somewhere and she simply did what she always does, which is act a fool. There isn't a baby alive that Chrisean could have that will make her change. She needs to be stopped. You know how there's like a rabid dog or a rabid raccoon or whatever who's out of control, going in the neighborhood, biting people and all the stuff. That is Chrisean. There's no amount of, coddling and being nice that can help this woman. The only thing that can help Chrisean at this point is very intensive therapy. She needs to go to rehab. I'm convinced, I don't know for sure, but my judgment is telling me she is on drugs. This woman is severely damaged and she is wretched and terrible. And I cannot believe that, Tamar, you would put your show at risk, your fans at risk, and let alone your team at risk, because she came and she assaulted James, and he is probably the nicest person. He's very, very dedicated to you. And I am confusion on why you would invite this woman to your show. And you can say all that you want, Tamar, and maybe your intentions were good. I will say this. I think that, Tamar, you jumped on the opportunity to have someone hot and fresh, and whether you agree with her antics or not. Chrisean is in the news every single week. Literally, she has a lot of followers on social media. She has a cult following of young, dumb kids and adults who, like, for whatever reason, look up to her. And as much, I don't want to use the word clout chasing, Tamar, but it's giving clout chasing, because I think that you had her there because you knew that she was going to garner a certain level of attention at your show. That is what I think. There was no reason for her to come. She acts a fool. You said yourself that you did not invite her there to sing, rap. I don't know. It's Chrisean. I don't know if she's a rapper or a singer. I'm assuming she says she has some type of music career. You didn't invite her there to perform. So for the life of me, I don't know why you invited this woman to your show. And then it took you days to say anything. The other guy in your crew is the one that came out, because James Wright Chanel, if I'm not mistaken, he just seems like such a good guy. He hasn't really said anything, but someone else in your crew, I forget the gentleman's name, he came out and was like, look, if no one else is going to say anything, I'm going to step up and stand up for James and tell him that she assaulted him. Why would she do that? She literally just puts her hands on everybody for no reason. And this is the thing. Remember when the lady took a videotape of her with her baby, who was all of like a week old, when she was in Walmart or Target, and she was letting the baby's head hang, and she was like, instead of taking a video, you should have come up to me to help me, to show me the proper way to do this. Chrisean, nobody's gonna come up to you and help you with anything, because this is what you do. You put your hands on everybody. Why would somebody, and I'm not saying it was right for the lady to take a video of you either, but who's going to come up and try to help you when this is the way you behave? Why would someone risk their own, I'm fighting, I'm a grown woman and I'm fighting with you in Target just because I told you, hey, boo, you might want to hold your baby's head up. Nobody's going to come up and, she is literally a menace, menace to society. That is her. Like, I cannot believe that people are still giving her any type of, clout or attention. And I'm in there too, because I've done videos on her. And here I am talking about her again. And I need to today take a stand and say, like, I'm not going to talk about this woman regardless of anything, because at this point, it's not even cute. It was kind of funny and interesting before. Not even funny, because really none of this is funny. It was interesting, her story, her dynamic with Blueface and all of that. That stuff is very interesting. And it's almost unavoidable, because anytime you go to the blogs, she's there. Like, I literally was trying to filter out, like, how can I not have this young lady or Blueface come on my, in my algorithm? And it's no way to avoid it. Like, if you go to Shade Room, you have to not go on any type of blog site. If you go on anything, you're going to see her. It's like, and so therefore it's hard to not talk about it in some capacity, because it's thrust in your face, it's thrown in your face. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to say, Tamar, all of that sounds good and well. It sounds nice. Oh, you looked at her like a little sister. You want to help her and guide her through this. But Tamar, this lady cannot be helped. She is absolutely a menace. Her baby didn't help. It didn't change her. She's still wretched and dreadful. And we have to, as the Black community, say, Chrisean, until you get help, we are no longer going to cover you. And when is she going to jail? That's when is this? How many people I can't believe she continues to assault people and there's no charges brought up. I guess a lot of it's happening on the Zeus network, and I imagine they probably have some type of contract or some type of clause in her contract that says, like, you can beat people up and you won't go to jail. But like, when it seeps into the real world, where you are actually like real life people outside of that silly show that you're on, you're actually putting your hands on people for real. I hope that James sues the brakes off of this woman. I hope that he gets millions of dollars, and maybe then that will teach her a lesson to keep her hands to herself and stop hitting people for absolutely no reason. But in the meantime, Tamar, this is your fault. That's all I got to say.